Man, did I mess up on the last video. I am sorry, guys. It wasn't until I got it uploaded that I noticed that the picture that I got for this video did not go up with it. I do not know what happened or why it did not load it with it, but I'll try and fix that. Well, I can't fix that video, but I'll see if I can do the same thing with the next video if this one seems to have the same problem. But anyway, on with the story. A recap of what just happened was that Gohan pretty much went with the Supreme Kai, trained. About a year has passed since he's went with him, and they wound up breaking the Z sword. And this is where I left off. Now, here's the thing. Gohan, the Supreme Kai, and his helper, Albedo Kai, all looked shocked completely. This was supposed to be the most dangerous weapon in the entire universe. But yet, it's laying on the ground, broken in half. Well, Gohan looks back at them, and before anybody has anything, could say anything, a pillar of smoke rises up out of the sword and reveal, guess who? The Elder Kai. He gets up, pretty much stretches his back, over at Shin and says, well, it's about time you actually got me out of that darn thing. I've been stuck in that for I don't know how long. Shin actually looks completely surprised by this. He just thought that the Supreme Kai left, or the, well, yeah, actually, he was the Supreme Kai. But, anyway, well, a Supreme Kai, the Grand Supreme Kai at the time he actually left, but, whatever. He is completely shocked. He's like, Elder Kai, is that you? Well, the Elder Kai looks over at him and says, no, it's Santa Claus. Yes, it's me. Who do you think it is? He looks over at Gohan and says, young man, I got to thank you. This idiot over here, for some reason, thought that when I disappeared and a magical sword just popped up out of nowhere, that he couldn't connect 1 and 1 to make 2, apparently. You have to say that Elder Kai is not happy about the circumstance of him being stuck in the sword is a bit of an understatement. Now, Gohan is a bit confused of what's going on, or really, what is actually happening here. The Supreme Kai's, or Elder Kai, I don't know why I keep saying Supreme Kai, but Elder Kai actually tells them that him and the God of Destruction got in an argument. One thing turns into another, and next thing he knows, he's stuck in a sword put on that hill over there. Which I believe that is actually the canon of how he got stuck in the sword. Don't quote me on that, but anyway, in this fanfic, that's what's going on. Pretty much after that, everything cools down. Gohan is trying to figure out, well, now that the sword's broke, there's nothing really I can do, to keep on training. Elder Kai hears him talking to himself and says, well, what do you mean? You are literally in the presence of the gods of this universe. And he's like, well, this is when the Supreme Kai jumps in and says, well, that was really the only real way that we had to, train this person. He's already more powerful than what we are, and possibly more powerful than what the other Supreme Kais were back in your day. The Elder Kai looks over at him and says, well, what actually are you? Gohan talks back, well, what do you mean, what am I? The Elder Kai says, well, what race are you from? You have a very strange energy signal. or sense, or whatever you want to call it. Gohan says, well, I am part Saiyan and human. Now, the human part does not really concern Elder Kai, but the Saiyan part actually strikes his interest. He looks over at Gohan and says, well, precisely how powerful are you? Do you mind actually, turning into your full power for me? Gohan nods and pretty much starts powering up. He gets to Super Saiyan 1 easily. He's still going. Elder Kai is actually a bit shocked at this, that a Saiyan actually reached the legendary Super Saiyan status. Gohan then reaches Super Saiyan 2. He stops there for a bit, rests a little bit, then he starts pushing himself again. And now, before anything else happens, he says, well, I guess I might as well do this since I've been holding this back and I've been trying to transform, but let's see if this actually works. He starts screaming. His power is absolutely surging through the place. And Elder Kai and everybody else is blown away. It's actually shaking the world of the Kais. Matter of fact, they are worried that his power is going to wind up destroying this planet just from him powering up. Eventually, a big old flash of light goes. He momentarily hits Super Saiyan 3. Now, when I say momentarily, I mean he cannot keep it up, but he does turn into a Super Saiyan 3. But he quickly turns back out of it. Gohan looks up at him, sweating, breathing, because this took a lot out of him. He says, well, that's pretty much everything I got. Elder Kai is actually speechless at this point, because here's the thing. In Super Saiyan 2, Gohan is already putting out more power than what Majin Buu did when he showed up. And he knows for a fact this is why they're training him. But when he hit Super Saiyan 3, his power was just massive. It's been a very few times that he has ever felt this. He has never felt this without the person being an other god. Elder Kai looks at Gohan and says, well, I have a proposition for you. If you stay here and keep training, we will actually teach you some of the actual techniques of the Kais. And if you are able to hold that new transformation that you just turned to for a full day, I will teach you something interesting about your own race. Gohan looks at him and says, okay. Okay, here's another time skip. I will say, roughly, for him to be able to, reach Super Saiyan 3 and at least be able to hold it, is another 6 months. No, not 6 months. Let's extend that to another year, because he's also learning other techniques along with it. Okay, a year has passed. Gohan is now in Super Saiyan 3, trying to hold the form, and is really having a hard time at it. But Elder Kai comes over to him after he's done with his training and says, well, Gohan, you have done a very good job. So, I tell you what, let's ignore everything else, and I will teach you what is that you want to know. Gohan is excited about this, because from what the Elder Kai has been saying, that there is actually another transformation out there beyond this Super Saiyan 3 form that he was entering. Now, first thing Elder Kai does says, well, here's the thing. Have you ever had a tail in your life? Gohan's like, yeah, when I was younger, I used to grow them back, but recently, they haven't been growing back. Which, we don't actually know when the tail actually stopped growing back, because Goku's kept popping in and out. Matter of fact, it was only a wish that kept it going for good. Don't know why Vegeta's never did grow back, but whatever. But, at this point, Elder Kai is okay. Well, come here. He actually puts his hand on Gohan's spine and uses his healing magic to regrow Gohan's tail. Gohan is actually shocked by this, and he's like, okay, why do you want me to grow my tail? You know how dangerous that actually is? Elder Kai just waved him off. Have you ever seen a moon on this planet? We don't even have one. Gohan looks up at the night sky and thinking, yeah, that's kind of true. I don't remember ever seeing one. Elder Kai calls over Obito Kai and pretty much says, we need you to take me to a planet called Luna. Obito Kai actually looks at Elder Kai and looks back at Gohan and sees that he has his tail. He freaks out and starts saying, are you so sure that is a good idea? Because as far as I know, as powerful as he is, with the multiplier of the actual Zoro form, he might be a danger to the entire universe. No, scratch that. He is a danger to the entire universe, considering that we have done trained him how to be able to survive in a vacuum. Elder Kai just waves off his concerns and tells him to go get Shen, and we're going to this planet. Obito Kai nods, kind of like, well, there's nothing really I can do, considering that you are technically the head official here. He goes get Shen. They go to this planet, Luna, and at this point, Gohan is looking around like, okay, so now what? Elder Kai tells him to keep his head down. When they get far, far away, they'll give him a telepathic pull. Gohan's like, okay. They get away. Elder Kai sends a telepathic message, says, okay, you can now look up at the moons. Gohan's like, wait, moons? He looks up, all he sees is 4 or 5 different moons in the sky. And at that point, he starts transforming. Okay. I think I will leave it there on a cliffhanger. I know that not much has actually happened in this story, but it is coming along. This will probably be a 20-parter because I can't upload a longer video, because I don't want to actually do that, because I got shitty or crappy internet that is, well, dial-up is faster. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe for more, and hit that little bell in the